up, y'all? What is good? What is good? What is good? What is good? Wow. All right. So, number one, guys, I have a bunch of information to pass off to you. Number one, what's up? Missed you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. But I was not gone for no reason. I'll say that. I'm back on schedule. Today has been my last day where I'm like off, as far as off of social media. If you guys didn't know, we've been grinding. Now, I don't know why my phone is not charging. I have been consistently, and what I mean consistently working on this platform that I'm going to show you guys. But I want to talk about something that happened to me that changed the way, it completely changed the way that I operated my daily, with my daily routine. Changed everything. Now, this crap ain't working. Let me use my MacBook. I was recording a video for YouTube, and I just want to show you how interesting, and everything happens for a reason, right? I was recording a video for YouTube, and all of a sudden, I ended up getting a call. Okay, I got a call from a guy that I actually started business with. This guy has helped me with finding suppliers, helped me with a bunch of different things. And I got a call from him. But it wasn't a call I expected. Now, when you get to a certain point in life, I think your connections begin to become transactions. So this is not a person I talk to on an everyday basis. Me and him don't have conversations all the time about shits and giggles and butterflies, right? We usually talk business. But that day, he called me. I was about to say today. That day, which is last Monday, he called me. He was like, yo, I got an offer for you. I said, what's the offer? I lied to you not. This is exactly what he said. He said, I got a salary for you for around $200,000 a year. I said, man, you lying. That's what I said to him, right? Not because I was going to take it or because I was too good for it. I was just like, you lying. Like, it was just a weird call. So he's like, yeah, I need you to become a part of this team. I want you to be the vice president of sales for this company. I want you to be on board. Mind you, me and him we worked together. He helped me with my business. He knows, I guess, my business savvy, but also my hustle. And he tried to recruit me. He was explaining everything. And then it came out, he was joking a little bit about the salary. And I'm listening to him. The whole time I'm listening to this guy, I'm thinking to myself, wow, what about me makes this person think that I would leave my business to work for his? Now, he doesn't know what I do online, really. He's an older guy, really, really old. But the point was, number one, I'm not working hard enough. But number two, the amount of money he is getting with T-Mobile, he's getting with AT&T, it's a crazy amount of money. Okay. And let's just say, what up, Carlo, what up? Let's just say the money he was really talking about, it was a good amount of money. But you want to know what I realized? Sometimes people contact you because they need you more than you need them. And then the ESPN firing happened. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, a whole bunch of people got fired from ESPN, like a whole bunch of people, okay? And the only reason I'm talking about the people that got fired is because something really intriguing inspired me by these people getting fired. I know that sounds weird. ESPN did a bunch of layoffs for a bunch of anchors. And I'm gonna see if we could easily ESPN Anchor, ESPN Fire. So we could just type that in and you'll be able to see it, right? There's a bunch of people, but in particular, Ryan Clark got fired. Now, I don't like or care about any of these people, being honest, but what I really do observe is how people depend on things and how quickly it gets taken away. Obviously, he's not hurting. He has his own little platform. But a lot of people got fired, including Cam Newton. But Cam Newton said something really important. And this is all while I'm on the phone with this guy. He said, if you don't own your own platform, you don't have control. You can't be upset about getting fired. And here goes this guy on the phone asking me to work with him or work for him for his company. He showed me his website. Everything seemed really good. But then I started thinking, guys, why did he choose me? There's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5 job. But one thing I will tell you guys is this. Sometimes people start realizing that you actually have more power and also that you're dangerous, independent. So they try to swoop you on their team because they know it will work out in their favor. This person, I did some digging. He realized that his business was colliding with mine. And in particular with a certain type of avenue with cell phone carriers, he felt, I guess, that it's better to be together than against each other. And if I would have worked with him, he wouldn't have had as much competition as he initially, is having now. So if I would have got blinded by salary, blinded by comfort, because he wasn't asking me to do nothing crazy, it was things I was used to doing, then guess what? I would have been out of his way. Now, why am I saying that to y'all? Well, after that call, I thought to myself, I need my own shit. And then you might be thinking, B, you already have your own shit. He wanted to shelf me. Exactly. He wanted to shelf me. Mind you, I haven't talked to this guy in probably 5 years. No, that's an exaggeration. Like 3 years. So he called me out of nowhere. Didn't ask how I was doing. All he asked was, I need you to join my team, 200K, da-da-da. So I said to myself, I need to create my own platform, and it got to be bigger and better. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what you guys believe in, but I believe in God, Jesus, right? And I don't know what God was trying to communicate with me, but it lit some weird ass spark, and I created this. I created something, guys, all through code, help with AI as well, and was able to actually build a platform day and night. Now, I spend over 14 hours a day on this website for about 6, if you include today, around 7 days straight. This is Hustlertaughtme.com. Now, I'm not going to give you guys a full tour of this site yet. But what I am going to say is, if you haven't already, check out this website. I'm not going to say too much because there's a way I'm going to roll this out. But this website is now my direction when it comes to my business and the way I'm operating. I think that it's important, guys, to never be comfortable with being given less than what you actually deserve. But I also think it's important to understand that sometimes you have to be given less for you to understand that you deserve more. And I think a lot of us get content, like I did, with regular business and bare minimum, and we don't push ourselves. This is pushing me. But now this is a platform where all resellers now have a complete all-in-one database to house your business, to get everything you need, whether it's eBay help, whether it's, of course, inventory, whether it's anything, profit margin calculators, you want to know phone lists, phone price lists, want to sell phones, anything you can do on this platform. And what I want to do today is I actually want to talk to you guys about finding deals using this platform. Now, Hustlertaughtme.com is my business, 100% owned by me, no help from anybody else. And this platform right here isn't like AutoDS. It's not like Shopify. I took the hard route of actually trying to put it to where you guys can actually thrive without being filtered or given fluff. Just listen to me. This website, I'm gonna show you, has business tools, for example. You have the profit margin calculator. Now I'm adding more. You have the phone flipping deal analyzer. We're gonna be working with these today, okay? You right now could use this for free, okay? No cost. Over 200 plus hours put into this. This has the capability to help any reseller of any type. Now, offer up. Okay, let's say we're a typical seller. Now, I am going to go through some some questions that people have asked me throughout the days, because I have got a lot of people that have asked me a lot of questions, a lot. And a lot of the questions were pertaining to eBay half of the time and also phone flipping. So what I'm going to do is I am going to answer some of those questions because I know I have been missing, because I really was working hard on this website. iPhone 16, let's say. Now, I have not used this tool just myself. I've had my students test it. I've also had people that I know in the reselling game that also do YouTube test this. This isn't a platform I'm paying people to use and to promote. No, this is mine. This is me. This is what I know people need. No need to try to shove it in people's faces. But look, so let's say we got an iPhone 16. We got this iPhone 16 unlocked right here. So we see this person is selling for 400, right? So we can actually analyze this deal. So we can go to iPhone 14. Oh, I said 14. It's a 16, I think, right? This is a 16 unlocked. So it's going to be 256. It's going to be unlocked. Now the condition. Oh. Back glass damage. Now this person is trying to sell it to me for 400. We're not buying it for 400, but look, for 400, okay? Now, how much am I expecting from this device? Now, obviously, if you have the price list, which we're going to talk about in a second, you would know how much. But let's just say you're somebody that's like, yo, I'm going to sell it to somebody. Well, I know for a fact that a back glass iPhone 16 is going to get us around maybe 150, 175. We probably can hit the 200 if we don't replace that glass. If we find somebody desperate and we slap a case on the back of it. But let's just say 150, okay? Look at this. Expected profit, $250, $150. It tells you it's a negative 62. It tells you everything, okay? Now, let's go to another deal. These are things that people don't actually do because you don't have the time, nor do you actually, like, not everybody understands how to do this part of the business, right? You watch videos where people give you fake advice. Hey, just do Facebook ads, right? And tell you how to do certain things, but they leave out the real math, the metrics, right? We have an iPhone 16 Plus. Let's do this one, right? And we'll look at some more metrics and stuff in a second. So iPhone 16 Plus, It is iPhone 16, no cracks, It's on AT&T, worst company in the world. Boom. Okay, and damn, he didn't say that. All right, let's assume it's 256. No back glass. It's new. The estimate, and we could really just go to the price list for real. So let's do this. Let's go price list. Okay, let's go price list. iPhone 16 Plus. So we looking at like 200, right? So we know to pay out 200. Person is trying to sell it for what? 385. Okay, 385. That's a negative 85. So we cannot buy this for that price, obviously. But then, what I was to say, yo, bro, I'm gonna go and try to get it for 150. That's a $50 profit. Wait, B, what the hell is this? 73 brain recommendation. Based on the current buyer payout of $200, this purchase would be generated. So this tells you everything you need to know about each deal. And guess what? I embedded every single tactic, every single lesson, every single part of the way I think and also others think in the wholesale market into this brain recognition. Now, you're going to keep hearing me say something about brain because brain is the main thing in this platform. This is free, guys. It's free. Just let y'all know. I'm not selling you on nothing. I actually need your support because this is something I want to grow and I need you guys to help me. This is telling you to negotiate. It's a 73. Now, obviously, it's on a scale of, I believe it's a scale of 100. So this is a deal that you could do, probably will walk away from. Doesn't seem beneficial. Let's look for another deal. Okay? Let's look for another deal. Let's actually try to find a good deal. If I was trying to find a good deal, I'd probably do 15 Pro or 15 Pro Max. Let's just look at the 15 Pro. So, okay, 15 Pro, 300. Let me see what we getting. It depends on where, is it a 250? See, they're not putting nothing here. Dang. Hold on, we gotta find it. We're gonna find us a good one. This guy put, that's a scam. We don't want that. Let's see. Let's see a real deal I would probably deal with. Let's actually look for some real current ones. iPhone. Let's look for some in my area. Most recent. I'm gonna act literally like I'm about to buy a phone. 16E, that's too high. iPhone 15, we could probably get this person down, but this person is price gouging. This person is price gouging. This person, more realistic, the 14 Plus, but still price gouging. This is not too bad because we definitely could bring him down below 500. Let me pull up this chat real quick, make sure I'm not missing nothing. All right, okay. Damn, these are really not good. Okay, this is a person that's selling a phone. I do think this is a legitimate post. This person went down from 425 to 375. It's an iPhone 16 Plus T-Mobile though, right? So iPhone 16 Plus, this is going to be T-Mobile this time, okay? Which means the pricing is going to change. Everything is being pulled from a real live database, just to let you know. Now, this is composed of 50 to 60 wholesale buying price lists all in one that is gathering all of the prices. We know for a 16 Plus, it's locked. Still no memory. All right, let's say this is 16 Plus. I don't even want to say it's a 250. All right, let's say it's 16 Plus 256. Okay. So let's say it's that. And let's say we know we're getting 270. Okay. So the buyer's paying us 270. We're going to pay for this phone if I was bringing out my calculator, guys, right? Remember how I always say 270. Well, no, that's the buyer's price. We know his price is what? Okay. His price is 375. So 375 minus what we want our profit to be, right? I want to make at least $60 from this. Okay, minus the ceiling. So I want some wiggle room so I can negotiate with them. So I'll say $40. 275 is what I probably would pay. But that automatically still puts us at a loss, technically, okay? We're technically being put at a loss, $5 loss. I can't negotiate this and expect to sell this to a buyer. What I can do is I can buy this at $275 and then I can try to sell this at $350. That gets me a $75 profit. Now I would sell this to regular people. I wouldn't sell this to a buyer. I would sell this to just regular individuals and hope that I can basically make more bread, right? This profit margin calculator, guys, or this phone flipping deal analyzer is something that I know for a fact people can use, and we're going to use it more and more in a lot of different videos, okay? Now, we're going to go back, okay? And we're going to go and let's go to, and just to let y'all know, go to the website and go all the way down and then go to I need business tools to get where I'm at. We're going to go to this profit margin calculator. Now, this could be for phones. It could be for anything. Headphones, chargers. So we can go to eBay, which I ain't even been on eBay today, y'all. We can go on eBay and I'll give you guys a real life price, okay? So this is the RGB lights. Now we get this. These are just cables that light up. They charge your phone. Stop charging it whenever your phone is charged. We can type this in, right? I know for a fact the cost for me per unit is, I believe, $5, but I probably can get it to $4.50 depending on how many I buy. So I can get it to $4.50. Now, I usually sell these for around $10.50 to $12.50. We're just going to say $11 just to be safe. I'll sell it on eBay, but let's say I want to sell it on Mercari. I can go ahead and switch between different marketplaces just to see, and this does real life data, taking out exactly what the selling fees, if any, on each platform, okay? So if I want to sell on Mercari, I know, all right, I'm gonna make $5 profit. That's not good. I'm gonna have to either hike up my price or buy more quantity, okay? Now, also, you can tweak the percentages here, okay? Because maybe you are doing free shipping. Maybe you're not doing free shipping, but we give you every single aspect for you to change. But not just that. You're also able to do brain deal analytics, which is, again, finding if this is a good deal. The brain is an AI that is embedded in my website that is used to help resellers like me and you. It's not Grok. It's not ChatGPT. This is something that I paid to develop, something that uses real live analytics from phone flipping and product reselling from every single platform. We're talking Amazon, eBay, Depop, Mercari. All of these platforms, they are all connected. This brain understands and can now analyze what deals are good. Now you might be like, yo, B, why the hell do I need to care about that? All right, we're getting somewhere now, okay? We're getting somewhere. You're picking up what I'm putting down. So anybody that, and again, I'm gonna do a more formalized video on this, but I was so excited to share this, guy. I'm just so excited because I'm actually fairly done with this the development aspect of it. But I really want to break down to you guys what benefit it is for people that may say, all right, Brandon, I can get all of this anywhere. Let me ask y'all something. Where do you write your deal? Where do you write your goals at right now? I'm literally asking, where do you guys write your goals at? Like this brain thing right here, you click this little thing right here, right? What's this? Well, I want to show you what pops up. This is the Brain Hub, right? It's in beta. We are continuing to develop this. You have a few different little boxes here. You got product reselling, phone flipping, top opportunities, margin alerts, reorder suggestions, recommended for you, okay? And then you have a bunch of different prompts, okay? So guess what? This allows you to put in your phone flipping deals. So if you buy a phone, you can put your phone in here that you brought, and it's going to pop up on your hub. Now this hub, I put a phone that I brought today. The revenue this month, since obviously I just started this week, I brought one device, been working here. $350 was the rev. The profit was $100. One phone was sold, okay? And what it does is it shows you your revenue, your profit, and your sales, okay? But that's not it. It's not it. It also lets you know where your recent phones came from, and it gives you business insight. You are $200 away from your monthly profit goal. Then you might be like, what the hell are you talking about? What goal? Where did I set the goals? Y'all, I created a platform where all resellers, just like me and you, we can go on our phone, and we can create our own goals, and we can keep track of it, but not just us keeping track of it. The brain can keep track of it for us and tell us how we need to improve. So what you could do is you could set your own goals. Prime example, my goal right now, revenue target $500, and I want to make sure I make $300 profit. I want to go ahead and make 6 sales, but I'm going to list around 20 items, right? Now, my budget starting out is $150. All right, now all of this will make sense because I'm doing it for a whole video and you guys haven't seen it yet, but this is where you set your goal out, no matter how much bread you got to start out with, okay? And I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how I would recommend you setting this up, because as somebody that has owned phone stores, warehouse, you want to inspect what you expect. The main reason people fail reselling, the main reason people don't make money is because they don't actually know the numbers. I got a bunch of cash in a black till bag right now. That cash is used for me to flip phones. I can't go and buy a double cheeseburger and a medium fry with a lemonade with no ice with that money, because that money is used for my business to actually recoup an investment, an asset, right? Then sell that asset, make more money, put the bread back in that envelope, and then keep flipping that money, right? I don't take profit from that money until the end of the month, okay? Now, talk about the goals. That's great, right? Well, the goals have something to do with your sales, but then inventory. So you can check your sales right here. You can check your inventory right here, okay? So again, your sale is going to be how much money you made with different items. You can put all of your phones, your accessories, whatever you're selling, you can put in this platform and you'll be able to see it on your overview. And what's your overview? Well, your overview is literally showing you your whole business, your revenue, your profit, how many of the items you sold, your average profit from 4 phones, but you can always go ahead and toggle it for reselling. I haven't done anything with reselling on here yet. I only set a goal. I haven't sold or put anything in here, but it's the same thing. You see this little thing right here? You can switch between phone flipping and reselling, okay? So you can switch. You could do both or you could do one. It doesn't have to be phone flipping. You can also do the same thing for reselling, okay? So with reselling, you just add a sale. Oh, on Mercari, I sold these Raycon headphones. All right, boom. So you would go ahead, you would walk right through here. You say Raycon gaming headset, right? Is it linked to anything? No, right? Category. You could say anything, whatever you want to put, whatever your categories are. What platform did you sell it on, right? And then the sell date, like when did you sell it? All right, I sold it, what's today? The 27th. I sold it the 26th, 2026. I only sold one. How much did it cost? Well, the price that I sold it for was $95. The cost of good was $65. Okay, what was the marketplace fees? What were the payment process fees? Shipping costs. Shipping, $5.50. No packaging costs. Well, we could actually do that, $2, right? Because packages cost bread, right? No refunds. You can put in notes if you need, and then you hit save. Why is that important? Because now that shows up here, Okay, so when it shows up here, you can go back to your overview, right? Now, with your overview, it's not going to show anything if you don't set your goal. I don't have any goal for my reselling yet. So I got to set a reselling goal. Now, revenue means how much money do you want to bring in? Profit means how much money do you actually want to make? So if I have $100 and I'll spend it $100 to buy these headphones, then these headphones, the COG is $100. It costs me $100. Cost of goods, $100. But if I sell these for $200, my rev, $200. My profit, $100, okay? Now, when it comes to the sales target, you want to put how many sales you want to make. Listing target, how many times are you going to list products a week, okay, or a month, whatever you want on your scale. How much bread are you starting out with? Now, I wouldn't be branding. I wouldn't be branding if I didn't go ahead and I didn't put it to where you could actually, I don't know, where you could actually go ahead and figure this stuff out, but have some type of assistant with you, right? So this is what you can do. You can go to my site right now, and you can actually type right here anything you want, anything. So for all of my people out there that's like, yo, this is I only have, how much bread should I say? Let's see a realistic amount. I only have, I don't want to say 200 because 200 is right here. I only have 150. What should I buy? Right? So then it would think. And then it's going to go and gather throughout a database what you should buy with that money. Okay? That is, I think, so important for us because a lot of us, we seek information through videos and perspectives that other people are gaining profit from. So I remember, I'll never forget, it was a really popular YouTube on here that does a certain type of reselling. He booked a call with me because he wanted to learn where I was getting my products from. And lo and behold, he broke down to me how all he does is work with DHgate. And he said, I get a lot of products from DHgate, but I don't buy them myself, nor do I really test them. He said, so I don't feel comfortable selling them, but I get affiliate payouts. So I'll make videos on these products and act like I'm reviewing them, but I want to stop that. I actually want to build my own. And that's why he was trying to talk to me, because he was trying to build his own. All right. So now this gives you a whole thing. Great. Starting budget. Here are these HTM, which is Hustler Taught Me, ready bundles under 150. So then it gives you a bunch of different things that you can buy, what it would recommend you buying together. And this is pulling all data from eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, all data, and it's giving you different alternatives on what you should buy. This is something I haven't seen. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen somebody put this together. And I think a lot of the times the reasons are because it is complex, it is hard, and it does cost bread. Okay. I've spent a good amount of money creating this. Okay. One thing I'll say, I'm just trying to make sure of something, y'all. Hold on. Let me try to. One thing I'll say, right?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on
there
it
we go.
just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete.
Okay.
I've spent a good
One thing I'll say is building this platform has taught me a lot, because we do already have members, but being able to see how somebody wanted me to join their team just to cut me down so that they can step on me, it made me realize how much as hustlers, because I was getting comfortable. I'll be the first to tell you, I was getting comfortable. But it showed me how us hustlers have to keep going, because there's always somebody ahead of us or somebody that sees us coming trying to find a way to get one up on us. Now, let's say, and I get a lot of questions about this, you want to sell a phone. Everybody out there, everybody that wants to sell phones to buyers, guess what? So, I've been able to persuade some to give me a guarantee to actually, instead of a price list, give me price lists of all kinds for all types of devices and allow me to put it in this brain, and then the brain will spit you out offers. So let's say iPhone 16, 128. Let me actually say my real phone. So I really have a phone right now. iPhone 17 is a 256 unlocked, no carriers, unlocked. Okay. All right. Yep. It's off, paid off, clean. Okay. All right. We got to say this is off. Is it brand new? No. Flawless, clean. Everything is perfect on this device. Brought it today from Kensington. He only wanted a few dollars. He wanted a few dollars for something. No screen repair history. Battery health. I believe it's 9. I think it's 100 actually. Okay. No box. Then it's going to ask you to take pictures. Okay. Let me see. I got to just get some pictures. We're just going to put, what the heck? We're going to, what the heck? The brain is trying to, all right, we're just going to put this right here. I don't have pictures of the device right now. But you could, this pulls up like an app on your phone. Anyway, y'all, so just type it up in your phone. I'm telling you, I put thousands of dollars in this. Thousands of hours as well. No damage or anything. Anyway. Oh, my God. Okay. So now it gives you a recap. Okay. Then you submit this offer, or you submit the device. It gives you this. And then it texts you exactly what it will offer you. It goes through the database, then it texts you an offer. And then you decide, we pay the shipping, we pay for all the shipping. You ship the device, you get a receipt. Then when we get the device and it's in the condition you said, you get paid out. I'm so happy. But hold on. So, you guys know how I've always been talking about priceless this and priceless that, right? Now I want to make this clear. This website is still in development. I still got to add eBay automation, Macari automation, Poshmark automation. I got to add all of that. But hold on. You know how we be talking about the price list? What if you didn't have to go through a whole list like this and look, right? What if instead this whole entire list is built into the brain, right? And you can type in iPhone, I want to do a real one. What else? What device do I got? I think it's a 16 Pro. Hold on, it's not a 1 terabyte. It's a 16 Pro. Hold on, y'all. There we go. So a 16 Pro. Okay, there we go. So now I got an iPhone 16 Pro. This screen right here shows you the best payout a buyer will pay, the average payout a buyer will pay, the lowest payout a buyer will pay. How many buyers are actually looking to buy this phone currently right now? And as we grow and as we continue to build, we'll see how many people are buying this device and the price and history of the device. Also tells you what buyers are actually paying for said device. I'm telling you, this right here is let's say you need help. People that have been hitting me up in the DM, right? Now, I'll go ahead and help you as much as I can, but obviously I'm not like there 24/7 to just answer every question. So what I did was I ended up having to use a bunch of different little softwares to extract certain information out of different personal calls that I've had, book calls, also different classes I've had. And we have a whole library. I have over 100 guides that we're putting in here. It's between phone flipping, reselling, app help, eBay, business management. Prime example for the eBay, right now, we have, and again, it's because I'm not signed into a certain account. We have the eBay, the template for if you are getting restricted. We also have, what other ones? For phone flipping right now, we have the checklist, deal analyzer, all of this. I should sign in, shouldn't I? So I can show you guys. Let me sign in real quick. You got to be signed in. So when you actually sign into this, guys, you'll be able to access more. Signing in helps us with the integrity of the software. We don't want just bots and stuff, right? So let me sign in real quick. Mind you, we didn't even get to the products yet, bruh. We didn't even get to the products. There we go. We didn't even get to products. And I think that's one of the best things too. Because you guys know that I have always, I can't remember when the last time I haven't sold products online, actually. I've sold products online for over almost 10 years. And I'm going to tell you something. This is the best software I've sold products on. Now, guides, prime example, is how to find phone deals. Here's the truth nobody's telling beginners, da-da-da. So, this is how it's broken down, okay? We break this down not like your typical guide from a digital creator trying to sell you guides and all that BS, right? All of our guides we don't sell guides. We don't sell courses, none of that, okay? We don't do that. This is a all-in-one library to help us resellers when it comes to anything. Mistakes, steps needed. So this is how guides look on here, okay? Again, yo, the place we're going is insane. Okay, we're going to keep growing. But anyway, we of course have the how it works section, which I didn't even go through yet. But essentially, guys, you got the products, you got the brain, and then you got all of the platforms. Okay, but let's talk wholesale. Okay, let's talk wholesale. Now we're uploading more and more products, that obviously. But let's go with something simple like this, I guess, right? So the way this works is we have packs. Every product is basically sold in packs. Now, you know how if you are somebody that has ordered products from me before, we do the whole 4, 6, and 12. Same thing, but here it's just by packs, okay? Difference is we show you estimated profit. And also, it gives you scores. So let's say you want to buy 4, right? So it says this is a 72 score. What does that mean? So it tells you exactly what it estimates you to make profit off of based on your goal, the way you want to sell, where you want to sell, and you answer all these questions when you first get into the software, okay? So every product is going to be built on you, and you could toggle and change exactly what you want to buy. So before you buy it, you can see what type of profit can I make. So estimated profit, you can make $202. That's a 50.1% profit margin, $171.19 break even resale, estimated sales price. Okay, it also will show you the breakdown right here. A lot of us resellers, right? We always buy, and we hope, some of us we buying with our eyes closed, but we buy and hope that we're going to be able to see some type of profit, right? Well, this is giving you everything you need as a reseller to not just profit, but to actually inspect what you expect, okay? Like this is a really good product because of how cheap it is. So this will have a 72 score, but you can look at this if you do it on eBay, right? $45 to $65. That's all you got to stay in between. You're making a $299.55 profit margin. An estimated profit margin percentage is 45.4. The break even is $3.14. Don't believe it? Look at the math. Then it breaks down and tells you exactly why it's a score of 72. But there's also products that are bad for some. And I know it's some products that are bad for me. I'm trying to figure it like this, I believe. This is bad for me. Yeah. So me, I don't really sell smartwatches or like wearables like that, right? So if I was to go ahead and try to buy any of this, it ain't gonna work for me. Why? Because one, Macari is selected, but look at this profit. Like the profit isn't really, it's not jump off paper. Plus, let's face it, who's looking for smart glasses that don't have any camera on the front? This is not a really good product to buy right now. Now it would change depending on the seasons, but again, there are products here that are not good for you. This is an even worse product. This product, horrible. Why? Well, you got to think about it like this. When you're dealing with a $24 charging stand, you have to sell this for astronomically high. You won't be able to actually see a profit. Now, if you buy multiple, like higher quantity, obviously you'll see a profit, but this is only a $23 profit, bro. $23 profit. Okay, that's not good. I love this. I want somebody right now to tell me a site that gives them this much information, bro. It tells you if it's confident, if it's low confidence, well, if it is low confidence. It tells you every single thing that you need to know when purchasing a product, bro. Like, it tells you what colors to buy. Yeah. Like, I can't wait. I just can't wait. And it's more on here. The academy, community. The community is coming. I haven't put the community out yet because we have a goal of members that we want to get. Now, speaking of members, let me break this down. Because I think that this is important. Okay? Guys, I probably got to do an incognito window actually because it's going to know I'm an admin. So let me do that. I want to show you guys exactly how big, how much value this is. So I'm going to go ahead and go to hustlertaughtme.com in an incognito window real quick. Even though I think it's still going to pull up. Let me see. So hustlertaughtme.com. Okay. Now, if you're trying to create an account, let's say, right? Damn, I need let's see if I can get an email real quick. I need an email. I know what I'm gonna do. Hustler taught sales and hustler taught. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work because of my. It knows who I am. I want to try to create. I really don't need to create a dummy account. I want to create a dummy account because I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys. Let me see. I'm about to look at one of. Yeah, no, we always got. Everybody got like throwaway emails. I'm trying to look. Is this a throwaway email? Oh, I think we got one. Yeah, this phone is doing a lot today. All right, we got one, I think. Yo. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, hustlertaughtme.com. And then I'm gonna do. Okay, cool. Let me verify this John real quick. Hold on, y'all. Now, when you sign in, you gotta I gotta do it on the computer. You gotta verify your account. Obviously, let me pull that email up real quick. Here we go. After this, guys, I'll get into the little Q&A. Branding. Now, you're going to be asked a series of questions when you get in. Okay, it's actually going to ask you questions about what your selling goals are. Okay. Boom, we're in. Boom. Boom. All right, cool, we're in. We are in. Wait, hold on, let me do this real quick, y'all. Let me sign in again. Let me sign in again real quick. Hopefully I remember. Fuck. I don't remember. I think that was it. Yo, I don't know what email I use now. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I do. Wait. Okay. All right, cool. Y'all really don't remember the password. Yes. All right. So I reset the password. Here's what it does. Once you log in, it says, welcome to Hustler Taught Me. It tells you our mission. Then you got to log in and give us your goal, right? I'm getting started. I've sold a few products, right? You can choose either or. Then you tell us the budget that you are actually not spending with us, but trying to spend it just on your business in general. So you can say 300. Then it gives you a breakdown personally of what it recommends for you, right? So learn how wholesale pricing works, It gives you a whole recommendation. And then it tells you just a recap of what you told it. Now, this is what the brain is learning about you right now. So it will take this and you start your journey. It takes you here. You can say start my business. You can go to the products or start right here at the brain. And then you can start by going down here and you literally have your little quick links where you can look at the academy videos. You can look at resources, wholesale products, cell phones, the phone market, phone flipping and profit reselling, or you can go ahead and you can then, now 20 messages is for the free, 100 is for Hustler Plus, and that's where we get here. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, I never knew that it cost. Like every time somebody types in the chat and asks questions, it costs me money, right? And with the free, you get 20 messages that you can text to the brain. But with the Hustler Plus, you get more, okay? So free, you still get everything, all the basic stuff. But then with the $49, you get, of course, brain access expanded. So you get way more brain messages, but then you get expanded brain access, AI business guidance, personalized business goals, action plans, daily tasks, process. So you can set the goals and everything, business recommendations. You get the academy, phone market, business tools. So not just the ones we work with, but also calculators. We also have a tool that is being built tomorrow for eBay banning. That was something I wanted to make sure that I hit because I know it's a lot of people that are looking for invoices, prompts, and things to get over those eBay emails. And then, of course, wholesale benefits. Now, this is coming. Now, this will be launched in August, the HTM fulfillment. So this is where eBay automation, but on a whole nother level. Not only do you get your assistant, but you get more brain access. You also are going to be able to connect your eBay as a partner on here so that you could actually see what's selling on your eBay. It also, the brain, recommends what products fit on your eBay based on what you're selling on your eBay. It analyzes Google Trends, and you also get a peek at our inventory in the warehouse. So now I'm putting it and bridging that gap so that you could actually essentially be able to have somebody working for you, but you can see it now. Okay, you can see it even more. Okay, whew. So that is what I've been excited to share with you guys. Now, I actually want to talk about some questions that have been sent to me. So let me get into that real quick. All right. So this person says, by chance, do you know how I can link my debit card as my payout method? In one of your videos, you suggest that sellers link their payout methods before listing any item to help avoid issues with their account. However, when I was creating my account, I didn't see any option. Okay. That's where I'm getting confused, because then before he sent that, he said that he created a personal eBay account. Let's break this down, because I hear a lot of people saying, and I want to be careful with my words. That's why I'm moving. I'm trying to speak, but also give the whole spiel. So when you have your own personal account, right? Let's say you got your own personal eBay account. The rules are going to apply a little bit different, because the setup process is different. You're not going to always need to, just off the rip, because you created the eBay, make sure that all your information is set, right? If you're somebody that's looking to hook up your debit card, just hook up your debit card as soon as you get into your dashboard. It doesn't need to be while you're doing the setup. A lot of the times with the eBay business, you're doing that setup process because you're also hooking up the EIN, the the person that's in charge, the guarantor. Like, you're putting all of that stuff in. That's the reason why you have that option to put. I can't even remember the last time I did a personal account, but I don't think personal accounts ask you for that information up front. My stuff are 101, yet they got banned. Question mark. I don't really know what that means, but I will say, just because your products are 101 don't mean that they won't get banned. Products that are 101 usually mean they are products that have logos. Products that have logos, no matter how they look, right, they can and probably will get banned. Hence something like this, right? This does not have any logo on it, okay? This is actually a really good product. I like this product, right? You open the product and you can see that this product is 101, one of one, okay? So look at this product right here. Really, really good, okay? The only issue, though, is that this product resembles Galaxy. It just doesn't have Galaxy on it. So if I just take any picture off the internet, slap that picture on my listing, I'm going to get taken down. So what I recommend is just listing these. Maybe you had a box in the back, but list your real pair. Now, let me break down why this actually is different, because you guys see me copying people's pictures all the time. But the difference between me copying people's pictures is I'm copying people's pictures for generic items, not for items that are, name brand necessarily, right? A charger, prime example, something like this, or these chargers right here. This is a 20-pack charger, okay? Go to Hustlertaughtme.com, get you a 20-pack piece, and I believe the 20-pack is mad cheap. But these chargers, I can't list them as a company. Like, I can easily sell these because Apple doesn't necessarily have any branding that is visible. Yeah, you get these for $22 on Hustler Taught Me, right? So I believe, he keeps sending me messages, Jesus. I believe if we bring out the calculator, right, you get these for 22, divide that by 20, that's $1.10. But you get the 60-pack for $60. That's $1 a charger. But, I got to plug myself in. But I'm saying, like, you want to make sure you're not copying these pictures, because that may be one of the reasons why you got banned still. Even though you didn't want to get banned, or, tried your hardest not to. But if your product has the logo, you're going to get banned, bro. And it depends on the box, too. Hey, I was wondering if I sell a fake replica of AirPods or Nike products on eBay, Macari Depop, should I sell it as AirPods or earbud headphones? Definitely not AirPods. Earbuds, headphones. Okay. I would just stick with wireless headphones. Earbud is still one of those terms that earbuds are sensitive because these are considered earbuds, not AirPods. You see what I'm saying? Earbuds are still, they're not trademarked, but they're definitely still a high triggering word. Everybody uses earbuds. So if you're trying to list headphones on eBay, Macari, or wherever, you want to think of like the most unique name. Because think about it like this. I can list these as black wireless headphones and they're purple, but the picture is going to do more selling than the title, right? The picture says 1,000 words, right? So it's like I could easily get somebody to buy the product no matter what my title is, as long as it's relatable and, you know, makes sense. So don't trip so much on the term. Just keep the term away from AirPods, earbuds. No, wireless headphones, wireless in-ear headphones. Like that's the type of term that I would say. Your WESPLY link doesn't work. Yes, I know. Hustler Taught Me is the main software. We don't even call it a website anymore. Soon I'll be turning into an app, to where people can like scan products and stuff like that. So yes, Hustler Taught Me is my software that I use. And that's like a new business venture of me. Well, not of me, but that I'm starting, and I'm really excited about it. And I can't wait to share. Just keep sharing it with you guys. What else? What else? My vendor sends me pictures on every order. If they refuse to send pictures, most likely they're poor quality. That's how he avoids. Okay. Okay. I think that vendors should definitely send pictures if they don't already have them, and if they're not a trustable source. Question about the address you choose when creating an account. Was it a legitimate address? Will they ask to verify it later? No. They don't usually ask you to verify the address. The address that you put on there is usually there so that you can get returns. But as far as verifying, no. I always say make sure you have a virtual address, because the virtual address is going to give you more flexibility 9 times out of 10. So the best bet is just to get you a virtual address. Okay. But yes, all the addresses that I make are, they are legitimate, because you just never know if they do. Now, let's say they ask you to verify it. Let's say that, right? Let's just say they say, hey, verify it. What's stopping you from verifying your next door neighbor's address? You know what I mean? Hey, Mr. or Mrs. such and such. I put down your address by accident. Package that came. Like, that's really it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't. It's never caused me issues, but you can use a family members. That's another way. That's the way I really prefer to use. But when I was younger, I used to when I was younger, I used to use my next door neighbors. All right, we got members coming in. Shout out James, Mohammed, Mark, Tariq, Bruno. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate it. And yes, I'm gonna find a way to do something special for you guys too. Everybody that joins this month, I'm telling you, because you're definitely a part of something new that I'm doing, but something that I know for a fact will benefit all of you guys, and not sell dreams, right? I think that's one of my most that's my desire. Is I don't want to sell dreams. I want a platform where people actually can make bread. You feel me? I think that's important. Looking for more questions. After I create the eBay, can I use the old IP address at all after I sign up under a new IP address? Will they ban me again? I need to know what I need to do. Will I have to not ever use my personal laptop again? Now, you use your laptop, but you have to use an incognito window. See, the problem with incognito windows is sometimes they give you a hard time. Like I would just had a hard time signing in. Sometimes they give you a hard time signing in, but they work pretty good. They work pretty good. Me personally, I do. I prefer an incognito window. But you never want to. You can't log in regular anymore. No. No, 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 no. All right, y'all. We've been on here for hour 16 ski, and I'm thankful for everybody that popped in. I really appreciate you. But yeah, we're gonna do this again. I promise you. Can you sell phones to Dubai? I'm a buyer. Absolutely, man. I sell phones to Dubai. What you mean? Can you send phones there? Absolutely. You. If you want to be a buyer, bro, let's work, bro. Go to hustlertaughtme.com, bro. Contact me. We can use you, man. We need as many buyers as possible. We're moving a large quantity amount, so we would just require you to be able to have the flexibility to take multiple phones if you can, right? If the offer is right. But yes, we will have buyer applications as well, because one thing that we do is we get a lot of devices. Okay, we get a lot of devices. I think the next step for me business-wise, guys, is establishing a refurbishing company where I can actually sell iPhones to you guys. There's just a few hurdles there, because you do have to show where you get the when you get to a certain point, you got to show where you're getting the phones from. So I got to figure out that loophole out, because that is definitely something I want to do. We might actually be selling phones on Hustler Taught Me as well. Everybody that does join, again, I'm going to shout you out in my videos. To me, it's not a joke. This is something that, again, I take serious. Everybody that takes the time out to join, I appreciate you. All right, and hopefully we could do some more business, guys. I appreciate you guys. Can't wait to work. All right, and yes, videos and everything will continue to come. I'm back. We are still developing more of the site, but trust me, a lot of stuff is coming, and I can't wait. All right, y'all, I'm about to get off. I will see you guys later. I appreciate you guys.